Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this August 27th, 2025. I'm hoping everybody had a great Wednesday out there so far, but it's a great Wednesday evening. Hope everybody continue to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you've got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at the tropics in the lower 48 here, and we're going to start off with Tropical Storm Fernand. Still continue to push away from the area. Latest advisory this afternoon had winds of 50 miles an hour as it continues to race on off to the north central tropical Atlantic. You can see we got a cold front stretching from up here around the St. John's Island to Nova Scotia, all the way back into the Gulf. Got activity down here across Cuba, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Haiti, also down toward the Caribbean Sea. Yeah, you can see this little cluster right in here. Might need to monitor this system here. Looks like it's trying to develop into something, but it's a little bit too close to land, kind of near the Central American coast, but something kind of a little suspicious about that system there. We need to watch, but the Hurricane Center has not marked it yet, but might need to monitor that for, could be something, but right now nothing likely at this time, but just something to kind of keep your eye on there. We've got a couple tropical waves here moving into the right hand portion of the screen, moving to the portion to the west toward the Windward and Leeward Islands over here. Scattered activity over South America. Got numerous activity in Central America, and also the Yucatan Peninsula, also in Mexico. Here's Tropical Storm Juliet, continue to push on off to the north and west. Got another tropical wave here, need to monitor for possible developments in the Eastern Pacific. Got another powerful looking storm here coming into this left hand corner of the screen. Need to monitor that. Could bring some activity over here across Washington, Oregon, and California regions in the near term to long term range. You can see also got activity up here around the Great Lakes region, also over here in portions of the Missouri River Valley, also portions of the Tennessee River Valley as well, stretching over toward Kansas and Oklahoma, and also in the portions of Nebraska. And got a lot of precipitation over here falling with lots of flood watches, and also still got heat advisories and also some heat warnings. And now we'll take a look at that in the current watches warning advisory map in just a little while as well. Alrighty, so there's your tropical outlook. We're going to take a look at the 2-week tropical outlook, 2 to 3 weeks toward the end of the video, so make sure you stick around for that as well. Alright, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue to get the show on the road here, folks. Alright, you can see we got some heavy rain and flash flooding over portions of Kansas to Oklahoma to Arkansas, southwest Missouri, also in the Mississippi, northern Louisiana, northeast Texas. We got thunderstorms and showers over here in southwestern Canada through Washington State to Montana to Idaho to Utah, Nevada, a little bit in portions of California, also in the Pacific Ocean. And there's Tropical Storm Juliet, pretty much right there. But Tropical Depression Juliet right now should be weakening into a tropical depression by tomorrow. But thunderstorms and showers also stretching from Kansas to eastern Texas, Louisiana to the Florida Keys, also Atlantic coastal waters, also stretching in Georgia and the Carolinas as well. Also reporting Wisconsin to Illinois, Indiana, all the way up into southeast Canada around Lake Huron. Also over to Ottawa, Canada, Toronto, Canada, also in the portion of New York State, Vermont, and Pennsylvania regions as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Thursday. Alright, now let's move on to your Friday forecast. You can see we got thunderstorms and showers over here in South Canada, southwestern Canada, also in Washington State, through Montana, through the Dakotas, Iowa, to portions of Nevada, also Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, northwestern Mexico State, through Texas, all the way up to Minnesota and Iowa, also through Arkansas to the northern and northeastern Gulf, also to Florida Keys, Florida region, northwestern Bahama, Atlantic coastal waters, all the way up to New Brunswick, Maine, southeast Canada, around New York State, Connecticut, Rhode Island, the Carolinas, South Carolina, you're included, through Georgia, all the way back to Mississippi. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Friday. Alright, let's move on to the current watches warning advisory map you're locating across the nation. And it's going to look something like this here in just a few minutes. There we go. Alright, you can see we got a lot of flood watches and flood warnings in effect for portions portion of Kansas. Also we got more in southwestern Missouri, also northwestern Arkansas. Also we got some in areas of Utah, also portions of Montana, also in the portion of Idaho, Nevada, California, and also Washington State. Got the red flag warnings there as well. Even got a little bit of excessive heat warnings also in effect for Northern California there as well. Got hydro issues over here in portion of New Mexico, and we got some air quality alerts down here in areas of Arizona. Alright, we got just dense fog advisories up here in the northwestern and western coast of Washington State. Hawaii and Chain Island looks good. Around the Alaska region, got some small craft advisory, gale warning. Inland, we have some winter storm warnings in the pink, winter weather advisories in the purple, and then hydro issues in lighter green, and then flood watches elsewhere in the darker green areas in Alaska. Alright, let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center outlook. This is for your Thursday. We have a marginal risk expected to occur over here for areas of Norman, down to Fort Steele, over toward Wichita, and over toward just around the Shreveport area of Louisiana. We have general thunderstorm from Savannah, Georgia to Miami, Florida. Then again from Indianapolis to Milwaukee, over toward Watertown and Buffalo, New York area, and then over toward Spokane, all the way down to Fort Stockton, to New Orleans, over toward Springfield, Missouri. Alright, tornado probability looks like this, less than 2% all areas, damaging winds, 5%. Large hail looks like this as well, 5%. Alright, let's move on to day number 3. Alright, we have a marginal risk over here just east of Denver, to Pablo, to northeast areas of New Mexico, western Oklahoma, northwest portion of the Panhandle of Texas. Then we have from Lupkins to Alexandria, east of Houston, between New Orleans, just west of you guys, have a marginal risk there. We have a general thunderstorm from Maine all the way down towards the eastern area of New York City. And then from Charleston, South Carolina to Miami, to Austin, to Tucson, all the way up to Great Falls, Montana, Bismarck, North Dakota. You're included. Probability should be around 5%. Alright, now here's the tropics. We're going to take a look for the next 2 to 3 weeks per the Climate Prediction Center. Alright, as you can see, here's a tropical development possibly between the Cabo Verde Islands and the Windward and Leeward Islands. 20% chance of development. This will be valid from September 3rd, 2025 through September 9th, 2025. You can see we also have a 20% and a 40% chance of a tropical development off the Mexican coast, but that will continue to push westward in that direction. Even got some heavy precipitation on the darker green and a little bit above normal precipitation in the lighter bounce, also off the east coast of the U.S. also. Alright, now let's move on to September 10th, 2025 through September 16th, 2025. Possible tropical development here in the Cabo Verde Islands, stretching all the way over toward Puerto Rico and also the Windward and Leeward Islands. Then we have a 40% in this red area here. We got a 20% also down in the northwestern Caribbean Sea and also down in the southern Gulf and also off the coast of Mexico as well for possible tropical development during that time frame. So something may pop up right here in this area here where that 40% chance of development is. Something also may pop up here in the northwestern Caribbean Sea and also down toward the Yucatan Peninsula and the southern Gulf, and another one off the Mexican coast on the eastern Pacific side as well. So alright, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not, like these videos, share these videos, and we'll catch you back in the next one. Have a wonderful Wednesday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because the only weather you got.